talk now? You ready to man up? Ha! Wasn't expecting that. Ha! See, what's my mama gonna say about it? Where'd you put all my back? To the left. It's like a jungle sometimes. So you know I'm gonna take all my DVDs. Nobody wants the Steve Harvey box set. You know I'm still working on my business plan. I got a plan. Start the business. But you know I love you. I love you too. So I'm home. Still the same up. But who else you gonna be with? Oh, I got
Hey, you guys, and welcome back. Welcome back. Come on in the room, y'all. We are back to talk Insecure, the finale of season 1. We'll be going over episodes 7 and 8. And this is, you guys, it's probably gonna be the last time we talk Insecure. You know, out in the public. But of course, I am not doing this all by myself. I have an illustrious panel, and I'm just going to bring these ladies up. Well, I guess I'll bring them up one by one because one ain't only available. Tyra,
hello.
Is the struggle spectacular today?
No, the struggle's not spectacular. I mean, it's like semi, but you know, we do what we can. But we're here though, like always. Happy to be here.
Period. We show up. Listen,
yeah.
we're
here.
Gonna
do that
every single time. And we have Kay in the building. Miss Kay, how are you doing today?
My allergies have went down a lot today, so I'm doing good.
Okay, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. I can respect it. I can stick beside it. And we are waiting for one more. Hopefully Dom makes it tonight, y'all. But we shall see. Let's see who's in the building. Pretty girl, welcome. Always wonderful to see you. She said, let's get into it one last time. That part. Breeze. Hey, Breeze. Been missing you. I haven't seen you in a few. Breeze, what's going on? Is everything going well where you are? Hey, Anakin, not Vader. Happy Insecure Monday. Okay, I just flashed, but I'll be right back. And hey, Darfalina, good evening. Welcome. And I'll be back online momentarily because I guess we just decided to like have a power surge or something, y'all. They say the power's back. It did rain a little bit today, but okay, there we go. Evened out. I'm not powder anymore. We're back. Good evening. Good evening. But y'all know we're not gonna wait. We're gonna get right into this thing. You know, because it's the finale. And there actually was a lot to cover in episode 7, but I didn't find quite as much in episode 8 because y'all know that's really just the a lot to cover in episode 7. That's really just the aftermath of everything. But listen, we're gonna get this thing together. So y'all always know we have to do this for any live that I host because I want to know. Kay, I'm starting with you. Overall thoughts for episode 7, Real AF, and episode 8, Broken AF.
Whew, child. It was people telling each other about themselves all up and through this episode. Daniel telling Issa about herself, Issa telling Daniel about how she, her wayward ways of feeling about him, Issa telling Molly about herself, Molly telling Issa about herself, the Lawrence and then Issa going at it. Like, ooh, this was it was good.
Oh my goodness,
right? And they're just like Blade in that all black.
I just don't understand or know if these all came from a good place. I have a lot of thoughts after rewatching this. Tyra, what about you? What were your overall thoughts of these last 2 episodes of season 1?
Well, we knew what to expect with these episodes. We were waiting on the back shot. We knew it was coming. But aside from that, I don't know. I guess I just wasn't giving Molly the benefit of the doubt. Molly is a whole lot of things, but Molly is a very good friend to Issa. And I don't think I gave her a lot of credit for that before, but she shows up for her like a lot, even just in these 2 episodes, in a way that I don't know if I could with the way that Issa was acting, even though she wasn't lying about a lot of stuff that she confronted her with. But as a friend, is she a good friend? I don't know anymore.
You're not wrong, Queen. And we'll get into these slides, but my sentiments were echoed in your statement. Molly has been down with the get down because the way Issa would have been Ubering back, there's no way. There's no way. But Dom, you're just in time, right on time. I want to know your overall thoughts. And again, this is a first time watcher, ladies and gentlemen. So overall thoughts of episode 7, Real AF, and episode 8, Broken AF.
Yeah. Who's really friends with who? And what does friend mean? That's what this these 2 episodes meant to me. And everybody gets what they deserve. Everybody got what they deserve at the end of this season. That's how I felt about this. And yeah.
Okay, he said just desserts. Everybody got what they deserved. I for the most part, I can't disagree. And so y'all also know it wouldn't be me if we didn't have a game. And so y'all love What Would You Do so much on the 3 Women Live. I had to do an Insecure edition because why not? Okay. So the first one of the night, and y'all know how this works if you're here for 3 women, but if not, I'm going to give you a scenario and you have to choose from A, B, or C, letting us know what would you do in this scenario. So the scenario reads, you're excited about a girls' trip, but as soon as y'all touch down, your friends start throwing low-key shade about your love life and career choices. They think you're too picky and make you feel like you're the problem. What's your next move? A, clap back and check them right on the spot. You're not here for the disrespect. B, brush it off and keep it moving. You're here to have fun, not start drama. Or C, pull one of your girls aside and explain how they're making you feel, but avoid calling them out in front of everyone. Tyra, what would you do?
You know I'm doing A. You know I'm doing A because I don't have time. Especially I paid to be here, first of all. I'm going to have a good time, and I'm not going to let you ruin that no matter who it is. We're going to fix this immediately and get back to what we came here for. But I'm going to call you back. You've been talking yourself out in the open. Why am I checking you in private? No.
Well, what's good for the goose? That's what they say. Dom, what are you doing? A, B, C, or D? You clapping back?
Oh, yeah. A, don't start none, won't be none, and don't dish it if you can't take it. So, oh, yeah. So, whatever you throwing back, the philosopher Jay-Z said, you throw 2 at me, I'm throwing 4 back. So that's what's happening on this trip.
And K, are you clapping back? B, are you brushing it off? Or C, are you pulling just one to the side and letting them know that hurts your feelings?
Team clap back. Yeah, that's why I don't like to play those games and go back and forth with people because I hurt feelings. And just be quiet. If you don't want nobody to clap back, you be quiet first.
Chat, let us know, chat. What are you choosing, A, B, or C? And Breeze, same down here. I hope you and yours are well. And hopefully if it does go back out, it's not for long because it's not fun at all. But yeah, drop it in the comments. What would you do? Let's get to it. Real AF, episode 7. A ton happened in this episode. It was messy, Boots. This one was the messy one for me. As we open up, Issa and her lion A, you know what I mean? Guilty top in the morning and ugly dresses later on that day. I am going to start with you, Dom. I mean, we're with Molly. We're picking out dresses for this fundraiser. This is the most excited we've seen Issa about anything that has to do with work. And in that morning, she's like, Lawrence, I just love you so much today. I'm going to bob and weave. I'm going to talk and sing on this microphone. Was this about guilt or was it something else? What did you think this interaction was about?
There's nothing else for it to be about but guilt. And you gonna throw me that old lazy, unenthused morning breath halitosis top. I don't want this mess. Yeah, that's all it was. It's that I feel like her indecision in picking a dress was because of her guilt. Every little weird, awkward thing she did in this episode was guilt ridden, and Lawrence didn't deserve none of it.
Lord have mercy. Kay, how did you feel about these ugly backwards dresses and this morning top? Lawrence was pleased. Lawrence was well pleased. He hurried up and put that cover down. He was like, "Come, go get after it."
Was he though? Because
I mean,
it don't look like he was, expecting it. Like this is something that happens. That she's like, oh yeah, this is our part of our routine. And then especially after that text message that he seen, I feel like that's when he started the eyebrow started to raise a little bit. The curiosity started to raise. So I'm pretty sure he was just like, if you can do something because you done did something, I'm not gonna turn it down. But I think he felt it wasn't completely genuine.
But why is he just not confronting her about it? Tyra, why is he not confronting Issa about what he found? And did he enjoy this guilty, lazy, according to Dom, top that morning?
Well, you ain't got none in some time. Like it just anything's better than nothing. We all know from season 3 that Issa don't know how to give no head. This is him still, of course, trying to gather everything, like gather his thoughts. As we said, Lawrence a little delayed. Like, okay, gather some evidence, and we don't have time for that. After that message, I would have been on her head top. But he's still trying to just think the best of Issa. Like, it couldn't possibly be that. This is Issa. She doesn't roll like that. She's not that type of female. Whatever I'm thinking, let me just focus on my job. In his head, she ain't did nothing since I seen Jesus. So let me go and take what I can get.
He said, that's enough of that. What can I do here? Congratulations, Lawrence, but don't be no fool, because this was the dumbest thing. I think I had blocked this out of my memory, because he goes and he interviews, does amazing. They're offering him the corporate VIP package. He's going to get the company credit card, vacation, all of the things, benefits. You know what I mean? Life insurance, dental, health, all of those things. Comes home, tells Issa. Issa is ecstatic because finally you have a job, but maybe I don't want to take it. Woo. Is further along than they are. This just, gave me a burst of confidence. She said, hold on, slow down 10 speed. Do you want to go back to where we were before? And I said, ugh, the audacity for me. Tyra, what was Lawrence thinking about, and why is Issa so dang just so unintegral? I'm disgusted.
Lawrence said, you know what? I went to school. I had a dream. Well, we're all those years on the couch, the unemployment, me looking and seeking, searching, working on whoop for nothing. This just inspired me to know that, I'm on the right track. Matter of fact, I'm ahead. This just shows that there was discontent. Her cheating was like the least of their worries. This was not a good relationship for quite some time, way before that. He wasn't content with this job. He's just trying to make Issa happy. He didn't want this job. He wanted woo-woops. He wanted woo-woops, and Issa don't want no woo-woops. Issa want work, check checks, and bills, and help, and my man. So if that's what you want, and you're so unhappy, and I'm trying to fix that, let me give you what you want. But he wasn't happy in this moment. So if it wasn't Daniel, it was going to be something else.
Oh, it was inevitable. They were not supposed to be together at this point. But Lawrence, a man that don't work, don't eat. You need a job, sir. Like she said, do the job. She wasn't wrong. Do the job. Get your coins and work on whoop in the evening. Kay, what was Lawrence going through? Was this just a manifestation of his overall discontent?
That was a little bit of his the depression he was still going through, and that imposter syndrome. That's what had him on the couch all that time, knowing that he had these great gifts and talents to do something, but not the courage to actually do something. And I think for once he saw, like, I actually do have the skill and talent to do something. But Lawrence, if you ain't got the motivation and the drive to do it, just take your ass to work. Just go work. Clearly you've wasted some time here to show that you don't have the self-discipline to build it yourself. So we're not building like we should be. Go work at this job, and then, like she said, go build in the evening, because you probably ain't gonna do it anyway. But at least go to work in the meantime.
Well, damn, Kay, y'all be on Lawrence.
Heavy.
He need a job.
Yes.
He need a
I
job.
mean, yeah, he needs a job, but I don't think in this moment
Dang.
Lawrence is realizing what it really takes to start up an app. Maybe you may be ahead, but you need to be sponsored, you need funding, you need it's not just you have this great idea. He needs to find somebody who's going to support that. Kay said, get off the shit or get off the pot.
Listen, Joshua Hughes, Gwen Guthrie did say it best. Ain't nothing going on
but
but the rent. Period. That part. And I get that from a 21-year-old at 18, 19 to mid 20s maybe, but sir, you need to work, and it's better than Best Buy, Dom.
Well, see, this whole scene was to me a realistic relationship scene. The only thing I had a problem with is how Lawrence took it, not necessarily how the scene was executed. Because if you are a creative person and you have an idea and you've just been validated tangibly that your idea has some merit, right? Then you're gonna be excited. And if you already had an entrepreneurial spirit and you've already been down that road and you've been discouraged, he was just high off of his own realization that his idea had worth, that he was on the right track, that all of that energy and time wasn't necessarily wasted, because he did have his, he was right about, I hate that he called it whoop whoop. This is the blackest app I have ever heard in my life. He was right about it. He was right about everything but the name. But when your significant other sees that, the only thing I feel like Issa did was she could have had a little bit of softer touch. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, your head got in the clouds because you're so excited. Let's come down to earth. I like that. Keep that energy, keep that drive, but hold on. Because we need to do the bills is due, you know what I'm saying? And so I have a dream, but the dream ain't gonna pay the bill. So we got to be able to juggle both. And so you just got to be able to speak to your partner and speak to him realistically without killing a dream. And I feel like this was just to show that they not good for each other, because I don't think anything Issa said was wrong, but I don't think Lawrence's excitement was wrong. He just needed to be brought back down. His feet was a little high. He just needed feet on the ground. Issa just needed to spit a couple statistics to him, because the idea of being in the garage like Steve Jobs is the outlier. Most businesses are created when somebody has a 9-to-5 as well, because that's how they get taught time management. And so everybody will say, no, keep your 9-to-5 until you scale your business to where you don't need it. Don't just quit your 9-to-5. That just need to be a conversation. Lawrence was just high off of his excitement, and so I just didn't I don't think Issa was wrong. This is the only part where I was like, I ain't like how Lord. I knew when it happened, I was like, he gonna take that the wrong way.
I just didn't you don't want it to go back to what it was, do you? When you're out here screwing in studios, Issa, that's the only part I didn't like. But true words were spoken.
But unemployment, that unemployment line long. That unemployment line.
You think I want to work and we got y'all? You think I want to work and we got y'all to pay these bills? You think that? I'm going though, right?
Right.
It's better than Best Buy. What you say is better than Best Buy.
Oh, Lord. So throughout this episode, therapy becomes a topic. Molly bumps into an old friend who apparently used to be out here as a thought pocket, living her best life. And she said, girl, I went to therapy and I got what I needed. And she said, you go, girl. And so she comes back and she's telling Issa, she's telling the friend group. The friends have come to support Issa in her fundraiser. Friends supporting friends. Were you guys here for this moment? Kay, I want to start with you. And do all of these people need therapy? I think they need group therapy, individual therapy, marital counseling, couples therapy. I think they need all of it.
I'm going to say we're going to start with individual and family. Molly definitely family. Some of them need individual and family at this point. And so, and I get why she said that, especially a lot of us people think that therapy is either for white people, or they think that you have to be diagnosed with schizophrenia or dissociative disorder. So the moment you say therapy, they all of a sudden assume that you about to be wearing a straitjacket and they about to shoot you up with some trazodone. That is not the purpose of it. But in that, and I've heard this from people before. I ain't crazy. Who said that? Like, who said that? Or I ain't going to no therapy. That's for white people. Okay. Or like even Molly said, why would I pay for a friend? Because obviously, Molly, your friends that you talk to can't help you. If they in the same boat or worse, they can't help you. You're not talking to one of your little friends. You're not talking to somebody that's gonna cuss you out and make a song about your pocketbook. You're talking to somebody that's gonna help you get your life together and heal from that stuff that keep having you pushing the men away. But see, when we have the stigma around it, you're blocking your own healing and blocking your own self from feeling better.
You're not wrong. I mean, I think each of these people need therapy for their own reasons. I think Kelly's got some issues that she needs to deal with because she really is unhinged after watching her in season 1. I think the perfect Patty and perfect Pedro couple, I definitely think that they need help as well because they have a facade that they wear like armor. Molly, that's self, I mean, we already see that from a mile away. Issa needs it and Lawrence needs it. I think they all need some sort of intervention. Tyra, what say you?
Oh yeah, I just love the topic of therapy, and I actually continued on beyond these episodes because it was just playing. I think I got to like the second episode of the second season, and just really getting into therapy, and it just amazes me how just education wise, economically, career, you could be so ahead, and then you could have Molly in the same breath go, "Girl, you okay? You going to therapy? What's wrong with you?" Because we don't do that. It's just a very traditional way of thinking about therapy. Like, it's people who I would give my left tit to go to therapy. Mm-hmm. I would love to go to some therapy. I would love to have somebody to talk to, but the fact that you have means to talk to somebody and you're just not wanting to because that's for crazy people and ain't nothing wrong with me. It's just an admission that I'm not okay, and I do need to talk to somebody, and people need to realize that it's okay to say that, and it's okay to go and talk to somebody, especially if you can afford it. Like, girl, go. But everybody here, Issa too, everybody here can use some therapy. I think the one thing that I wanted more in this show with Issa was to get more into her background and deeper like into her relationship with her mom, but we didn't explore too much of Issa in that way.
No, not yet. Not in season 1. And I agree. Therapy is not a dig. Therapy is so beneficial. I think a lot of it is, of course, the stigma surrounding it. And then I think the other hesitation, at least for me personally, before I started therapy, it was, I got this. It was really about pride. It was like, I don't need any help with this. I can manage it. Whatever I'm going through feeling on my own. But no, it's definitely not your cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's I need a release. I need to deal with some things. Dom, do all these people need therapy?
Of course they do. Of course they do. And I'm, because I feel like every semi-functioning adult should talk to somebody. But and so definitely these group of circus clowns. But I think that it's a catch-22 especially with our folk. Because if we are a lower socioeconomic status than where they are, then it's like, who can afford therapy? I'm trying to go to work. I gotta get this money. But then when you get to this level or higher, it's like, well, I got to this point without talking to nobody. Well, I need to talk to somebody now because financial success if we got financial success, then that means everything else is fixed. And if we don't have financial success, then we don't need to work on anything because I got to get money. And so it's kind of this catch-22 where it's like nobody's going to therapy, nobody's talking to anybody. And so I think that's something we got to fix, and that's a stigma. And I think that's something that's definitely evident with these people, especially people like Molly, because it's like if you look at Molly on paper, or you look at really any of these people on paper, then they killing the game. And so there's not a tangible reason like you are dysfunctional in X way, so you need to fix that. It's like my job's good and I just need a man, or the man, the CEO's a job's good, I'm married, I'm giving you $500 for these broke kids, so what's the problem? And so I see all of these people are like, what would be the point? But I do like I like the fact that they are friends and they came and they did support these little broke kids. Like that's good that you can have a friend group to support like that. Like,
They put their money where their mouth was. They rolled through with checks. Even Kelly, she said, "Don't cash it till the end of the month," but like no, for real.
Because I got a checkings and a savings, and it take 3 days. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's thought that count.
Oh gosh, we have another one. What would you do? Insecure edition. Here's the scenario. You're torn between telling Lawrence the truth about why you cheated or keeping it to yourself and just focusing on the future. What's the move? A, come clean about everything. If you're serious about getting him back, you owe him that. Okay. B, keep the past in the past. If you're both moving forward, why are you bringing up old stuff? Or C, be vague about your reasons, but show him you're serious about doing better this time. K, what would you do?
Denial is a river.
Your husband gay.
Because who cheated? Who? Me? I would never do that. I don't even like people that dark. Why would you think that? I'm still denying everything. That ain't even my type. Why would you say that? I don't do stuff like that.
So K is the C. Be vague about your reasons, but show them you're serious about doing better this time. Dom, what are you doing, Lord?
This is what I'm talking about. This is why A is the option. Oh, not even for altruistic reasons. Not even if you ultra healed. Would you pick A? You should pick A for self-preservation reasons. Because at the point where somebody is hitting you up thoroughly, repeatedly, and you got to ignore them, you don't know what they finna do. And apparently, LA is small as hell. Yeah, and so it's smaller than Harlem with Megan Good, running in everybody everywhere. And so you need to get ahead of that, because what you don't want is my man. What you don't want is what happened. My man coming up to your job and showing up in front of everybody, and now you got to break up with your side boyfriend in front of your real boyfriend. Like that's what you don't want, and it's hard to defend that. But if you just come on clean and then and lay it all out, now you don't look as bad. You don't look as bad. So I would just, you don't put it on the table. You did it, so put it on the table.
So Dom says A. Tyra, what say you?
I'm doing A. I ain't built like that. I don't need that on my chest. You have to give me heart palpitations and sleepless nights. I'm coming clean. We can deal with whatever's after that. I'm not built like that to be lying. No.
Not a liar, cheater, deceiver, heartbreaker, none of that. Yeah. So as Dom just mentioned, we are at the fundraiser, minding literally our Black-owned businesses, doing presentations with the kids, fundraising. Molly, you know what to do. Again, everybody needs a Molly in their corner if they're going to be as despicable as Issa, because as they're sitting or standing in their friend group, who appears but Daniel? Daniel decided to show up because Issa ain't answering none of his calls. Okay. None of his text messages, his Facebook message requests. Issa shut it down, clink, clink. And he don't like that, because don't ignore me. Tyra, would you be Molly in this moment? Would you go run interference for Issa?
Molly's a very good friend. I don't want no parts of it. I'm sorry. How many times did I warn you? How many times did I try to give you
Close
advice?
Your legs to married men.
She tried. Molly tried her hardest. Like, can you not do that? Why is Daniel here? Girl, talk to your man. We still followed through with this. Like, Molly, even if I said, like, just move on. Don't even tell Lawrence what happened. Let's just move past this. Like, it don't work like that. At that point, I've done my due diligence as a friend. I'm not stepping in here to go to some grown ass man that you slept with to ask him, like, so why are you here? Like, did she invite? Because we've seen this. We've seen this with the Nathan character, but when it was Nathan, it was a problem. Like,
cool when they do it, it's a problem when I do it.
Yeah, I'm not. This is you deal with it. Put them drawers on the same way you took them drawers off. Put them big girl drawers back on and go over there and fix it. Mm-mm.
Molly extended a kindness. This is definitely more than what I'm doing, because I'm not getting involved in your infidelity and your reckless street woman of the night behavior. I'm not doing it. Dom, are you stepping in? Are you running interference for your guy?
Yes, and this is why I'm a running interference, because I was raised by an old holy black woman who was holier than Jesus, and she taught us that whatever happens, it look right. When you in public, things gotta look right and you act right. So whatever y'all did, whatever your business is, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm not finna let you be embarrassed in public. We in public at a public event. We not finna have no mess. This ain't Love and Hip Hop. We don't air our stuff out at parties with throwing wine glasses. That's not what we do. So one, I'm gonna run interference like Molly did, and two, I'm gonna go a step further because Issa was getting all jittery and be like, I need to go talk to him. That's the last thing you need to do, woman. You need to go talk to everybody else at this party. And now I'm gonna be like a sniper on top of the hill, and whenever he go west, I'm gonna push you east. Like that's how it's working for the rest of the night. Yeah, especially because he didn't even do anything. He didn't do anything but show up, and now you all outside yourself. All I'm doing is keeping you away because you finna lose your mind. And if that conversation had happened anywhere but that one room that nobody was in, then it would have been a problem. It would have been a nightmare on Elm Street. So yeah, I'm running interference because we're not finna have it.
But
This
what
your
I
job.
want
You
to
at
know
work.
then, now that you say that, Dom, and I want to ask this to the panel then, isn't this tantamount to covering up cheating for a friend? So you then go smile in Lawrence's face knowing that, you know, your bestie is smashing the block? Like,
well, you got to know, first of all, we dealing with men, right? So we dealing with Lawrence, we dealing with Daniel, we dealing with men. What don't nobody likes to be embarrassed, but men got their pride. You are, when he find out, he gonna be embarrassed regardless. But now he got to find out in front of all these folk, first person all these white folk. Like this not the time nor the place. and what happened is what should have happened. I help you in the moment to avert the crisis, and then afterwards, Molly did what she. Now I'm checking you because you gotta get your stuff together. I ain't doing that no more. Like stuff happened, and we had to move off instinct. But now after that, I'm like, look, go get your house in order because this can't happen. Because I mean, Issa was at work. You can't do that at my job. Come on now.
You let him come to your job.
ooh.
I just don't. Because even at this point, this is, I don't know how many times since we've watched the 8 episodes that Molly's had to put her personal feelings to the side and try to step up for Issa. Because she's already feeling some type of way because she even suggested therapy. Like, girl, you might want to talk to somebody. And so it's like, you know what? Even though I'm mad, and she shouldn't be because you did need to, I'm still going to be here for you. Is Issa that often showing up for Molly? I can't say that I've seen her do it that often here in this first season.
No, we don't. Kay, what say you? Are you stepping in like Molly? Are you running interference for your friend if it's going to destroy her? The only event she's really shown any passion about this whole season.
I wouldn't. She would have had to come to me and ask me herself, because see, why are you telling me I need to go to therapy? If you would have went over there and talked to that man instead of being avoidant about it, because your own avoidant attachment, you wouldn't be in this position. And this is exactly why Nate ghosted you in the later seasons, because of what you did to Daniel. See, what goes around comes around. So if you really, really needed me to do so, I would not have volunteered for the job like Molly did. It was like, I got you. You would have had to come and please, can you do this? Because see, I'm not. I would have been like, who's here? I don't see nobody.
It was unspoken. She's like, let me go handle this for my friend.
It was like the bat signal. I was like, she just knew what to do. She said,
especially after you made a whole rap song about me, and he the one played it for these little bad kids. Girl.
So even after all of that, Issa still had to confront him because Molly couldn't do much because he wasn't going nowhere. He said, all right, nice seeing you, Molly. Like, girl, get out my face.
Exactly. That's not my business. That's how people get shot.
But everybody's saying all the things, right? And I'm just like, why, girl? Issa is putting her foot in her mouth. Well, maybe it wasn't her foot. This is honestly how she felt. So with Daniel, they have the interaction, and he's like, what's up? You just, I'm Daniel. I'm big fine. And you paid me dust. And baby, you were just an itch I needed to scratch. That was it. And then later that night, after all of that has kind of gone down, you just mad, Molly, because I can keep a ninja? That's why you mad? You don't even deserve Lawrence. And it's parting ways. It's a wrap. Again, were truths told? Absolutely, on both parts. But what was the spirit in which these truths were told? Why can't I just tell you this as my friend without it being angry, without it being a confrontation? Why couldn't Molly have told? Well, Molly did tell Issa a lot earlier in the season, but on Issa's part, it's like you've been holding all this stuff in that you've really felt deep down in your heart. Why did it have to come out in anger? Why couldn't you tell Molly a long time ago how you felt about her? He's to this, he's to that, he's to that. You're miserable. You can't keep a man. You do too much. You're all of these things. But why did it have to erupt in this way? Kay, why did it have to erupt this way?
Molly been holding in stuff from Lisa for Issa from that damn song. Okay, she had a lot on her mind. And Issa been holding in a lot about Molly because she the one made the song about her. So obviously you feel ways. So it's about time y'all had a real conversation instead of going around each other being pretentious, doing that Real Housewives of Atlanta. No, you're going to talk about, each other behind your back, but you're going to, it's cool, let's go get some drinks and get something to eat. And then you still feel ways. That's not, and Molly still try to run interference for you. And this is kind of what you throw in her face and do to her. She lucky that Molly picked up the phone for her later on. Because the way she displaced her anger for being in a situation that Daniel showed up and now she's got to protect herself and Lawrence is there and this is her event, she was just taking all that anger off on Molly because she didn't want to hear the truth. That was just displaced anger.
And Molly's there helping her get the event together, running interference, doing everything a friend would do in this moment. And I thought this was wild work. Tyra, what did you think? You were just an itch I needed to scratch. And sis, you just mad because I can keep one.
Okay, first of all, there wasn't a whole lot of scratching going on. You just laid there. Relax.
Dry.
Second, dry studio sex I've ever seen. Dry. Second of all, like the audacity, you just calling me, blowing me up. Like I was just like, girl, are you serious? You fucking this man. You was it was all good in the hood before Lawrence got a haircut. Now all of a sudden you got a man now? You care now? Like you knew what it was. This wasn't that. Like Issa's trying to downplay her role in this. He definitely knew what it was, but he thought, why are you trying to ignore me like like I'm some egg, like we didn't share something special, like it didn't mean nothing. Daniel's all invested. Like, no, you already knew this was messy, Dan. You signed up for it right along, pursuing Issa, and Issa pursued you as well, hard, heavy. She was invested, but now I've got what I wanted. Not only that, but my man is kind of like trying to act right, get a job, get a haircut, looking good, got some 401k and some benefits. You was just the itch, baby. I need you to go. I was like, if we were trying to keep this low key, you won't even play about it. You were just an itch. The way I would have ran downstairs and found her man and blew up her spies. Because I'm a mess. I would be a messy ninja at that.
Yeah, be like, I bet you can't keep one after this.
It was disrespectful. It was disrespectful.
It was so mean. It was like you trying to treat me like some random ninja. Like I'm not that. What about we have history? Issa, what's up? Even if you felt that, like this is how you treat me. That should have told him everything he needed. Just to think that we have this here and she ends up where she ends up. Season end of season 2, season 3. This is a good man, Savannah. Because baby, you wouldn't have docked in my doorstep.
Period.
These two over here, like this is Molly's frustrated because she is harboring some jealousy for Issa just because she does have a man to go home to, and that's something that she wants. You're not appreciating that, but she is also upset because this is a one-sided friendship. This is very, very, very one-sided. I'm always here to listen and hear you wreck on and complain, and this your job, your man, you're that. Like you haven't really seen too much of that from Molly. Molly has her little moments, but Issa has the bulk of the friendship kind of surrounding what's going on with her because she just feels like that maybe Molly should have look at where you live, look at what you have, look at your what issues do you have besides pressing dudes and running them off. And both of them spoke truth to each other, but it says a whole lot that we couldn't just say this openly as friends and confiding in each other. Like, no, this was messy. This had a little stank on it.
Messy as heck.
Yeah, it was very messy, but I think it would have been different if Molly felt like this was more 50-50. Girl, I confide and come to you just as much as you come to me. So it's like, no, you come to me a lot. I'm here for you and showing up for you a lot, and I'm not getting that in return. Matter of fact, you don't even deserve Lawrence. You know what I would do with Lawrence, okay? You know what I would do with that man? Trying to clean, like, child, she was just feeling it in that moment.
Run them off like the rest.
Molly definitely needed some therapy though, but all of this together was just too much for her to hear at that moment.
I think so too. It was overwhelming. And you're right. I mean, dealing with Issa, her financial insecurity, every time you come over, you the broke one. I gotta pay it for it's my treat every single time. We want to go to a spa. I can't even go to a spa day with you. I gotta pay your way. Then I gotta deal with your infidelity issues. Everything is about you. Every time you call me on the phone, girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I hate this job. I ain't got no money. Lawrence ain't doing ish. I want Daniel. Let me in the guise of making you feel better, take you with me somewhere so I can get into some mess. It's definitely one-sided. Dom, you were just an itch she wanted to scratch. And you just mad because I can keep a ninja and you can't. What did you think about these moments?
So Issa is wrong, is the worst in both of these situations, but I don't really have any sympathy for Daniel. Like come on, player, you bust down somebody who in a relationship, come on now, don't be the secretary working for the politician. Like, I thought she was gonna leave his wife. That's not the role you play. Come on now, you got what you got. Now move on. And if it was as good as you say it is, or if it was good as you got your chest all poked out, you showed up looking like Black James Bond. If it was really that good, you wouldn't have to chase her, because she's gonna be back in 3 weeks. She'll be back as soon as her man make her mad again. She's gonna be right back at the studio for another session. So you shouldn't even stress that. There ain't no point in you being here. Ain't no point in being here. You looking desperate. It's looking desperate. We don't play that. Come on, man. It ain't playing. So I ain't like Daniel for that. But Molly is a good friend. And yeah, Issa, you don't deserve Lawrence. You don't deserve Molly either, because the one time you were supposed to help your friend, you was too busy playing stalker and went to some weird club to find this elevated DJ so you could hop on his turntable. And so you ain't never looked out for Molly. You ain't never been a friend for Molly. And that's the difference between
that's a producer right there.
Okay. All right. Okay. All he producing is problems. But this exchange between them is definitely not equal, because everything Molly came out and said in anger is some variation of something she said all season. Like, there's really not a whole bunch of new information she dropped. But then now Issa being the one, a hit dog, a holler, now she got to like spit back, because I can't be the only one that's not good in this situation. And Molly was like, I'll show you. If I had Lawrence, I'll show you what's broken. I'll show you what ain't broken. I'm talking about some songs. I'll show you what ain't broken. And so he's just down bad. He's just down bad, upstairs, downstairs, in the middle of the day, and at night. She's just down bad.
She is. And I mean, I wouldn't ever want to go. Listen, Issa just gives dry, slow motion smecks. It's terrible. Every smeck scene, I'm like, oh golly, gee willikers, wasn't no need to go back. She didn't even need to step out. She might as well be, I never mind. I'll keep that to myself, because I'm like, girl, just the love scenes, they're just always so lacking, especially in this first season with Issa. What would you do? Insecure edition. We have another one. Y'all know what to do in the chat. Here's the scenario. You've been thinking about Lawrence heavy, and after stalking his Instagram, you decide to send a casual, "What's good?" text. He responds, but the convo is dry. What do you do next? A, hit him with the flirty energy and try to reignite the vibes. B, play it cool and see if he comes around on his own. No need to push. Or C, leave him on red and act like it was no big deal. If he's not bringing it, why should you? Dom, what you doing?
You're lucky I reached out, because I'm just saying that we don't press. We don't press. We don't chase. We play it cool. So yeah, I'm gonna hit you up and be like, hey, big head. And if you don't respond, then that's cool. That's cool. Because in the week you're gonna be drunk. In the week you're gonna be drunk, lonely at home, and my phone gonna buzz. So I just gotta.
So it's a waiting game.
Yeah, it's a waiting game. You gotta be patient. You can't press it.
Tyra, what would you do?
I'm a petty player. I ain't what? I ain't doing none of that. I'm gonna pull that screen down. Or what? That's what you say? Oh, leave that bad boy on red. No, I want the host to come to me. I'm Morris. Okay, this is Purple Rain. I want the host to come to me. Absolutely not. No.
K, are you hitting him with the flirty energy? B, playing it cool, or C, leaving him on red?
I don't flirt very well. So
Say it ain't so, K.
I'm gonna probably play it cool. I can't say I'm leaving him on red because see, when I see you text me back, I'm gonna text you like 2 paragraphs just to let you know.
Lord damn, Kay. We ain't hanging out. You can't even be.
Kay going out bad. She going
You
out
ain't
bad.
no player, Kay. Now.
Oh my goodness. Now
Especially
this
if you like Daniel.
Now, this was the moment, y'all. This was the moment everyone had been waiting for because Lawrence peeped. All that secrecy and cloak and dagger did nothing because he knew what time it was. We already know he had seen the text message. He heard the name, put 2 and 2 together. Oh, this little short guy is who you went after. I'm a 6 foot, 6-pack, about to be 6 figures. And this is what she did to me face to face. And he says to him, so what connection do you have to We Got Y'all? And he said, nothing anymore. Tyra, talk to me about it. Did you think initially, and I know we've all seen this before except for Dom, did you think it was going to be smoke in the city? Or would you have wanted a confrontation from Lawrence? Or do you like how he played this out?
First of all, Lawrence ain't about that life. Okay. Lawrence ain't about that life. We had to bet. I would put my money on Dame. Okay. Don't play the games. Okay. It was never going to be that. Like, and I would have wanted to see that because if it's anything with a relationship, whether it's these 2 or 2 women, deal with your spouse, deal with your partner. What are you talking to the other person for? This person had no stock in you. Did Daniel know about him? Sure. But I knew Issa. I knew what Issa was telling me and what she was trying to put her tears on my back in the studio. So I thought we had a connection, and apparently we don't. And he did what he needed to do. He went home so he could deal with the person who what you call them? What you call them? Harlots?
Mm-hmm.
No,
woman of ill repute.
Yeah, the woman of ill repute. He went over there to her.
Yeah, and he needed to. I didn't want them to fight. Shout out to the 72 people that decided to pop up in the Insecure on a Monday night. Thank y'all for being here. Dom, as a man, and you see the side piece, you see a woman's side piece. Are you handling it the way that Lawrence did, all gentlemanly and or do you want the smoke? It don't matter.
Well, no, I want the smoke, but that ain't. But I'm not. I don't want to smoke with him. He didn't do nothing. I don't know. I don't know this man. Shout out to this man. I'm sorry to this man. I don't know this man. I want Lawrence to take that tie off because not standing next to that man, you look like an usher. You look like you there selling insurance. Take that tie off because you don't look good standing next to that man. You don't look as good. It's a nice suit, but just take the tie off because you look like you need a silver tray in your hand. Stop.
What's wrong with his tie?
He looks like I got some insurance to sell you. But no, I don't know that I even would have went out there. I wouldn't even went out there because you peep game. You saw what happened. You know exactly what the who to go check. But
people trust her, Dom. Like I still need some more information. Let me go to the man. Yeah, he did everything but ask. Did you hit my woman? Did you hit?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you see your woman and a man you don't know having an impassioned exchange with motherfuckers is doing this and doing this and then walking off in a heated exit. What context do I need? Is he a donor that check bounced? I don't think so. We need to, and whatever it is, I need to check you about it. You're not gonna have me fighting out here in the streets and looking stupid. That's what's not gonna happen. You gotta be fight. And that man looked like he could, because I won't lose. You gotta go have me fight in public, lose, and you looking stupid. That's what I promise you. That's not what you want.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Kay, did Lawrence handle this as a gentleman?
He did, but sometimes you need to put the gentleman piece down and actually do some damage, because at this point, even though Dom said I don't know that man, well, that man know that your woman was with somebody, and he still decided to bust it down anyway. So I just been like, hey, my name is Lawrence. I'm here as Issa's boyfriend. What's your name?
I ain't petty like that. I need to talk
Kay
to
want a
these.
knife fight. That's what
Yeah,
that is. Kay wants
she want
blood
problems.
drawn
No
and all
peace. I
that.
want problems.
Yeah, she said, "I know you. I know the inside of your girl. Period. Like I've been all up in there, sir. If Daniel was with the ish, I guess it could be justified. But Lawrence played it cool, right? He needs to deal with Issa, the woman of ill repute, really, because she is, y'all. Harlots and harlotry.
Oh Lord.
I just had to throw this in there. Unless y'all have any comments, we don't even have to dwell on it. But Molly, lead this man be. Because not you coming to his house and then talking crazy to him as you're at his house. Like, yeah, because I just didn't know, because you're not enough. But I could make it enough. Anybody want to say anything about Molly and Enterprise?
What was she doing to this man? Just leave this blue collar brother alone. This man, he's a hardworking man. He got his own house, got his own car. May not be up to your whatever acquired status. May have had a little penis back in the day. That's his business. Okay. Leave me alone, woman. For you to come here and tell him, look, I know that I'm too good for you, and you probably ain't shit. But I'm willing to lower my standards to be with you so I can have someone and be fulfilled. Go home. Lord.
Oh, Roger.
Molly came up to this man's door and was like, I didn't realize how lucky you were to have me. Like, this is the craziest. I love Molly, but this was not her finest moment. Go home. Go home. You're not drunk, but you're drunk. Go home.
A second time. How you go to somebody's house a second time? This was like, girl, I'm tired.
And who are these people popping up at my house just unannounced? I could be, especially for all you know, it could be whoever back here. I could be busting down him and her back here, and you just go show up to my house. Nah, what happened to Carlin? Who are these? This not the 90s. This not the 90s.
Because
it's not Full House.
What would you have in there if it wasn't me? And if it was, you're gonna throw them out because it's me, and I'm lowering my standards for you.
Nah, Molly, you could, yeah, nah.
Just Lord. Okay, easing on down the road, because did you F him? Who is Daniel? And then, I'm throwing up and sliding down the wall because I'm devastated. Dom, talk to me about it. What did you think? I thought Lawrence actually handled this well. I mean, because what do you expect from him? He didn't put his hand on her. Mm-hmm. He got angry, outraged. Why, Issa? Why? Man, I'm so stupid. I really thought you was looking how you was looking, so nobody else was gonna want you. And what? Mm-hmm. She been looking dry all first season until just recently. She just got some lotion. Lawrence thought Issa wasn't going nowhere. Why? Where would she go? I'm Lawrence. You know what I mean? And so I think that definitely this was hurt, but we both know both of them have really been checked out of the relationship. This was embarrassment. I think this was, just a betrayal of loyalty after being together for so many years. So I felt him in this. Kay, what did you think of this last scene for episode 7?
He didn't hit her, but I would have knocked over some more stuff. I mean, property destruction is not technically hurting anybody. He could have knocked over some things. Knock that lamp over and leave her in the dark. You left me in the dark over there with that dark man. You finna sleep in the dark tonight. Petty.
Tyra.
I mean, Lawrence handled it as well as he could. Like, I asked you, like, the fact that she looked like she wanted to lie again, like, she couldn't even get it out and say, yeah. It was just like, he just knew by the look on her face, like, oh, you did? Like, really? This is what it was. Like, the fact that she even thought, like, nobody's going to stand here and talk to you. I don't want to hear anything you have to say. You're a cheater. This negated everything Lawrence put her through. Girl, you let that transference happen so that in this moment, Lawrence was the victim. And him being on the couch, not being the best boyfriend, best man, not helping financially as much as she could, not being emotionally there. It just negates all of that. Now you're Issa, the cheater, who only messed up their relationship. And Lawrence is a victim because he didn't do anything up until this point because you cheated. She messed up this whole situation. Girl, you could have had it in the bag. You could have had your way. Trash.
Oh, Lord. Dom, do you think Lawrence handled this well?
Yeah, this is how you're supposed to handle it. Because you was invested, you was hurt. It's okay to show hurt. It's okay to show emotion, and it's okay then now because Lauren's been measured. He been patient. He ain't been out of pocket. But yeah, we gonna raise my voice. And yeah, I'm not knocking over nothing. I'm not getting out of no. I'm just leaving. Get out my way. Because I want you to feel the finality of it. I don't want you to look back on this and be like, oh, he was just so emotional. Maybe when he come, no, I'm out of here. I'm gone. And it was just where he was sitting on the couch and like, just ask question and you didn't have to answer. I see it on your face. I'm out of here.
I'm sorry. I hate myself for this. I'll do whatever it takes, Lawrence.
Because this whole time,
just lying an hour ago at the party.
Yeah,
with a straight face crowd.
With a straight face. This whole time, you've been paying me in disrespect. You've been paying me in lies. You've been paying me in stress. So I'm gonna take all of that payment and I'm finna go make a deposit. I'm going to the bank. Going to the bank. But I'm leaving it there. I'm leaving the deposit in. I'm leaving it in. Going to the bank.
Been waiting to go to the bank.
Everybody addressed the final scene, right, y'all? Everybody addressed it.
Yes.
Lord. Let's take a quick pause for the cause because this week we have a members only watch along and I think you guys will be excited. It will be back on Saturday nights starting this week. So if you're not a member, like what are you doing?
Well, I suppose I should apologize.
Oh, no. I am very sensitive to your fault. But unfortunately, we are mere mortals here.
Did you? I'm a girl. Oh, you gotta stop him. Ernest, don't be angry with me.
Any longer!
Oh, yeah, you'll take everything I have to give. You always have. You're not even a man anymore, and I need a man. A real man, not some drunken, broken down, flaccid undertaker who is just...
Dear. Oh, my gosh. Are you very angry?
It's a lie. God, he still looks like hell.
You guys. Oh, Lord. I need a real man. Absolutely. Death Becomes Her. We'll be watching that this Saturday night. So make sure that you're a member by then if you're not already. Let's get into this final episode, the finale of season 1 of Insecure, Broken AF. The house is in disarray. She's got a food cart and she's soon to have roaches and critters because, girl, call somebody to come in if you can't do it. If you can't, pull yourself up by your bootstraps to clean it up because that'll draw ants. It'll draw critters. It'll draw all of those things. But another, what would you do Insecure edition? Here's the scenario. And you guys know what to do in the chat. You find out that your friends have been roasting you in the group chat behind your back about your dating life. You weren't supposed to see the messages, but now you know. What's the move? A, confront them in person. Bump a group chat and let them know how fake they are. B, leave the group chat quietly and ghost the whole squad for a while. Or C, laugh it off and join in on the joke. You know they didn't mean any harm. Dom, what say you?
I'm gonna join in on a joke because if you didn't mean any harm, then we finna see how we finna see because it's gonna be the text message equivalent to the dinner table scene and why did I get married. It's gonna be a long paragraph. I got a paragraph for you. I got a paragraph for you. I got a paragraph for you. Everybody's gonna get it. It's gonna be shots fired. Oh, we joking. I'm gonna show you how funny I can be.
Okay, Mr. Funny Man. Kay, what you doing?
I was gonna think about ghosting because I just like, oh, that's what's up, and I'll just disappear. And then y'all don't call me and ask me why you hadn't heard or seen from me. Be like, you know why? Check the chat. Check your messages. But now that Dom said that, do I want to go high or do I want to go to hell?
Take it to the flow. Take it to the flow.
Not there's a theme song. Go ahead.
Might be how bad they roasted me. Because if so, I might have to go to hell.
Okay. All right. Tyra, what you doing? What you doing, girl?
Y'all remember when they shot Niecy and Moesha tried this on Halloween with Kim Parker. I'm not playing this. I'm not playing this type of game. I'm doing B. Get away from me. Get far away from me with this mess. I don't play that. I'm doing B. Goodbye.
Oh, she said leave the group chat. Ghost them. Everybody. Done for. Okay. Y'all dropped it in the comments as well. I'm C too, because it's impossible to offend me. C, because I'm petty. Okay. 1A in the building. All right. All right. Now, Lawrence is moving on up and Issa is doing pop-ups. Girl, the audacity and the nerve for you to pop up at this job I just got. I'm still in my probationary period, to be honest with you. And now I got special deliveries. Like, girl, find something safe to do. This pissed me off. Tyra, he's just a black man in America trying to get this bag. He been out of work for years. And now you gonna come in, the harlot that you are, you messed this up. And you gonna blow up his spot at work? Talk to me about it, Tyra.
She wasn't even fine when she got there. That's what it was sending me. Like, girl, put that shit on. You gonna be popping up. You supposed to pop up like Tasha did. you supposed to be looking good. I was too busy looking good. Okay, first that. Second, like, you messed up. You can't, rush me through my heartbreak. You can't rush me to want to talk to you. Like, I have to deal with this on my own time. I'm going to talk to you when I get ready. Even at this point, I don't know if it's far removed, but she was like, well, Lawrence, 3-4 days, that's just so cold. Like, girl, you gave, Daniel more time than that to get up in that thing. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I will talk to you if and when I want to, and I don't want to right now. But rule of thumb, you're going to be popping up. I'm going to need you to be fine.
She dressed up for Daniel that day. She had lotion on, had twists in her hair. She had some moisturizer in her TWA. Listen, she didn't even try today. She don't care about Lawrence. Kay.
Yeah, you don't
look at that kitchen back there. I'm sorry, Kay, but look at it. She didn't try. She didn't put no pink oil moisturizer. She didn't put no Cantu. She didn't put no shea butter. She didn't put anything. No product in her hair. No moisturizer.
Natural. I was just talking about the outfit. Like,
I'm talking about being natural too. I was natural before my locks. I mean, I'm still natural, but I know how to put some cocoa butter. I mean, some shea butter, something.
She was too busy trying to get her man back. But
she didn't want him back, hey.
You don't show up at the job. Now, if you know his homeboy is Chad, why you just didn't go to Chad's house and show up over there? At least you would have had somebody over there to kind of play middleman, because Chad liked to keep it real. So you would have at least had somebody over there to help me out a little bit.
Oh no, girl! I wish you would. I don't take back no cheap. Get the hell out of here.
I would have shot him, popped up over there with
told her to go and told her to go. Put some lotion on your ass, your ankles. You're gonna bring your cheating ass in here. You got a good one. It could have been me. He gonna do this.
He would have. But then he still would have told Lawrence by himself too. He would have gave them both a piece of his mind. Okay, they needed to hear a conversation from Chad in that moment.
They needed some tough love, some real talk. Dom, would you have stopped your progress for Issa? Are you going to go out there and have a conversation with Issa?
Let me tell you this. As a man, you pop it up at the job. This is your one shot. It's not because Issa 3 days is enough time, and you pop it up like she did. All of that is fine. When I come down, it's a surprise, because I think it's a package. So it's gonna be a surprise regardless. This is your shot to make it a good surprise. I need to come down and see you at the stairs and be like, yeah, I ain't seen you through there. You supposed to be finer than when I first saw you. That's you supposed to be like, when I leave, when I'm talking to you, I'm still angry and I'm still hot. But when I turn around and go up them stairs, boy, that was your shot. This was Issa's shot. The whole season could have ended differently. This was the moment. I promise you, this was the moment. If she had put the same energy that Tasha had put in, or just try, because you don't know that Tasha out here putting in energy, so you don't even know. But if she would have just tried, you could go in the back of the closet, or go borrow some stuff from Molly, because obviously all you got is frumpy stuff. So go and put it on, so when I come down the stairs, it's like, oh, I forgot I got a job. Let me get back to this job and forgot where I put my job. Cause dang it, that was the problem. That was the problem. You just showed up here and you went to work. You got ready for work and stopped by here. That's some stuff you do when we good. That's some stuff you do when we good. And I forgot my lunch, and you just being nice and you drop lunch off to me. But when you here supposed to be on bended knee, you don't put on some stuff that's work appropriate. You don't put on some stuff that I'm like, hey. Yeah. I was come downstairs and be like, hey, you ain't supposed to be out here like that. Like, that's how you supposed to show up. And that just showed me the effort that you put in, and it ain't enough. So I'm going on and minding my Black-owned business.
The rule of thumb, according to Coach Dom, okay, if you step out on your man, you got to come, but you got to put that ish on, okay?
Yes.
You got to put it on when you come up there, or you'll receive
you gotta pop up like, so you don't want this.
Yeah, listen, because he was like, Issa, what are you doing here? Get out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
And stop calling me.
Because you gotta think about it. Because of what you did, I don't want to touch you. So you gotta make me want to touch you. That's the name of the game.
He don't want to. He said, stop calling me. I'm sick of you. Don't
Go away from here. Infidel.
Now we have fake friends girl trip.
Girl.
Because it is what's her name, y'all? What's the chunky lady's name?
Kelly's
birthday. And they go to Malibu, and Issa, reluctantly a couple days later gets around to calling Molly to thank her for the donation and tell her it's tax deductible. Molly said, I always donate to you. I know it's tax deductible. All right. I didn't need this call. All right, gotta go. Bye. And clicks on her, because that's the rule of the day. We're hanging up in Issa's face. The drive down there, Kelly and Tiffany.
What are these people's names?
Okay. Kelly and Tiffany are oblivious that there is any situation going on, which again begs the question, are y'all friends? Do y'all even know each other? Like, Issa and Molly are in the back, clearly avoiding each other. Issa's trying to dance and do all this, and Molly's just not having it. And I wouldn't be having it either, because I'm sick of you, Issa. We get there. Molly turns up, honey. She sees the first young thing. I won't even say he's fine, because he's not. He was just a young one. And she proceeds to ride the rodeo show. I will give it for Molly, Yvonne Orji's, real life actress, being a virgin. They put her in some compromising positions, and she gives smecks. She oozes it in her scenes. Later on, we see Kelly and Tiffany shaming Molly, which would have been a perfect opportunity for Issa to step in for her friend in a louder way. I think she does say something, but I would have wanted more. And then we're wine tasting, and we see how cultured Tiffany and Molly are versus Issa. So, I mean, there's just so many different themes in this friend group. But I do question if they're really friends. Kay, are they fake friends? Is this a real friend group?
I think it's a toxic friendship when you yourself are toxic. You can't bring anything healthy to a friend if you're not doing it for yourself. Like, they're taking stuff that they got going on, and they're unpacking it, and they're unloading on each other. And then they're getting offended when at least one of them tries to say, I'm gonna be a good friend and tell you about yourself. And then the other one's going to get offended, or they tell them about themselves when you're mad. So I'm unloading the clip on everybody to release. Go release on the men that y'all be chasing after instead of each other. Go release the clip on them, not each other.
Oh, for Tyra, fake friends, real friends.
These are enemies.
What about your friends?
These are associates. Molly and Issa are friends, and Tiffany and Kelly are friends, but they aren't, friends. And like, this force them here. They aren't friends. And in a group setting, they're more so associates, people that you probably got close to in college, but it kind of stopped there. And then outside of that, we're close, but if something goes down, I'm calling Molly. And if something goes down with me as Kelly, I'm definitely calling, this isn't that. It's not that, but it's enough for us to go hang out, maybe confide in each other a little bit. And show up for each other's birthdays. It's just, and more on a surface level associate type situation. That's why with who's here, Tiffany here, actually knowing that this whole time Issa is lying and girl, you don't have a man anymore. You cheated. But she doesn't like outwardly say, girl, I know what's going on. I talked to Derek. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? Like, it's just like, so if she don't say nothing about it, I'm not gonna bring it up, but I'm gonna do it in my own way. Girl, are you all right? It's very messy. It's very messy. It's not at all concerned. But I do like that you do see the dimension in them and how somebody can like it's like, I just taste wine. I just taste wine. It's not at all that. We get more of Kelly being Kelly. I do appreciate that they do try to evolve her in the later seasons. I am curious to know if I ever am gonna feel like Kelly came full circle as a whole. But even, with the birthday, like, I wish for Dick. I just, oh Lord. Even with the situation with them, and we did say, and us taking home the young man, why could we have our way with the young man? But Kelly's like, I spent, mad money and drinks on this young man, and I went to sleep alone.
Why are we tricking off for drinks? Like, why
she couldn't get with the man? Like, what the hell? She couldn't get with the we did say? With the little Twilight? She couldn't get none? All right, I guess so. But yeah, you do see Issa having to deal with the fact that Molly isn't instantly forgiving of these times. You're not going to come up here with the dip and the hot chips and all this forgiving. Like, no, I'm really upset. You're going to have to work a little harder for that. And she doesn't have to. Nothing. Issa doesn't put any work in. She does, step in as much as she can in this moment and in the hot tub. Like, y'all going in on my friend, and this is the same old ass Molly. Let me call you two out on some of your BS. But she doesn't actually confront the position that she plays in the friendship and why it's one-sided. And it's just Molly coming to the rescue again. If your man is calling, let me get you to your man. This is important to you. Let me show up for you as your friend. When are you going to show up for me, though?
Period. That part. Dom, fake friends, real friends. What about your friends?
They just we to me, you not every friend is a best friend. And not every friend, not everybody has the same level of access to you as well. And so sometimes you got friends that we go hang out together. Sometimes I got friends that, we play video games together. Sometimes I got friends that I'm gonna call when it's down bad. I'm finna knock somebody's head off and I need somebody talking me off a cliff. I'm gonna call different people for the different roles they play in my life. And sometimes, you got going out friends. These are going out friends. These are the people we hung out with in college. And so when it's time to go out, these the same numbers we call it. And that's all it is. They not real. I mean, and Kelly seemed like maybe if it wasn't her birthday and she was drunk, she might, she might have been able to be a real friend in some other setting. But it's like this is my time, so I'm gonna make it focus on my time. And also, she's not a real character, so you gotta play that. You gotta keep that in the framework too.
Is that why he hit you?
Yeah. Yeah, she's only in
for
every
comic
scene.
relief.
Yeah, for comic relief, for one-liners. She's not a real character, and so it's only really 3 people on this trip. It's 3 people and a clown, and so and we already know about Tiffany, so that's all it is.
I so hate that narrative though, and again, it just every single time we see Kelly, it's like, girl, there's no in what world are you out here buying menfolk drinks for what? Like, especially it's your birthday. Like, dudes buy big girls drinks as well. That's never been a thing.
Why she couldn't get the man too? I just wanted her to have her. We did some man too. Molly did. Like, and I'm sure she ain't get a damn drink. So I was wondering. I was like, that was a choice. Why we couldn't follow through with that?
And that's how that's a writing exercise actually that I wish Issa would have done, because that's how if you're writing your character as a stereotype. But like if you take 2 characters that you wrote and switch them, like switch the actors, does it still make sense? So if you switch the actors for Molly and Kelly, do all their scenes still make sense? And they don't. So that's why you're writing Kelly weird. Why are you writing Kelly like that?
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's in her mouth. Why? How do you miss your mouth? Your big ass mouth.
It's a shame. Now Molly is out here being fast, okay, and Issa is judging. I'm judging you, Molly. I'm not saying it, but I'm looking at you escort this young tender on out the house. And the young man didn't even know what to do. He said, well, I got Tidal. You want to put some music on? She said, get on the bed and drop them drawers. We're only here for one reason, here for a good time, not a long time. Anyone have anything to say on this? I just had to throw us in there because I thought it was funny.
No, just Molly changed that young man's life. He finna go back to school and talk about it.
Don't go to school. I had me some lean last week, y'all. Like, what is this? Like, Molly, you got some cutty last night. We can see who didn't get the cutty. Kelly didn't get the cutty, but Molly did. She's just better than this. You know, this isn't, and she's trying to internalize it. As you know, as we did say, and make it an empowering thing. Like, no, ma'am, this little boy ain't know what to do with it. I don't know why you even wasted it on him. But if that's what you wanted to do, girl, go ahead. We're not shaming. I just know we could have, but we can't have the Sterling Browns and the Jadenas of the world, and then go over here with this. He looked like he just got out of 12th grade. I don't know, ma'am.
That's what got it for me. I'm like, he's just, girl, why? Why? Meanwhile, Lawrence is out here being free with Chad and paying for it. But then he says, what? I don't have to pay for it. I know where I can go. Now I had to edit those. Y'all don't get to see Tasha's arched feet because I had to crop it because there was stuff, you know, going on. But you can see a little bit. You can see all this work Lawrence must have been doing in the gym while he was unemployed.
Yeah, you gave him a compliment and shade.
I mean, Chad lets the friend group and Lawrence know, man, it's you really gonna let old girl go? Because you know he don't call her Issa. You really gonna let old girl go? He's like, but it's good for you because all the women now between 30s and 40s are desperate. So you can pretty much do what you want to do now. This was sick and twisted. I want to know what you thought about Chad's commentary. And, you know, Tasha, I mean, they didn't even go out on a date. Well, if you count lunch, that was a date already. But she was ready, willing, busted that thing down, said, get behind it. I mean, they went to the jungle that very first night because he didn't want to pay $200 for top, $400 for full. Tyra, I'm starting with you. I feel like you got a lot to say.
I know it's $200 for top in the strip club. I just thought it would be cheaper than that. I don't know. I don't pay for it. I just thought, like, damn. Yesterday's price, not today's price. $200 from
that's cheap, right? Isn't that cheap?
I thought it would be cheaper. Like,
oh,
I don't know the going rate. Okay, I don't know. But the friend dynamic says a lot. Like, no, Lawrence is Chad's like, you're not that dude. You're out here. You're trying to rock with us. You ain't about this life. Even when he goes back there with the stripper, like he ain't gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. Like he's not that. But to know that this is what the climate is, like he ain't got the friend over there. I tell her, like, she ain't giving me head on the first date. Don't even waste my time. Don't even talk to me. Like it. They're making it sound good. Like, oh, it's just out here and we just knocking them down, and everybody I'm knocking down look fine and they fine and desperate. Yeah, we know that's not the reality. And sir, you're not even giving that. So sit down. But they know he went about this. Chad most definitely, like, I know y'all know my friend. Like, are you really through with old girl? Are you really ready to just step out and start over and get some? All right, go ahead. I mean, ain't no problem. First of all, we ain't paying for nothing. Okay, you ain't paying for nothing. You and your little titties going on, girl. I know I can get some for free. For free. Been about to hand it out. Been about to put them on a glass for me every time I'm down at the bank. Let me hit up Tasha because she just been waiting on a reason. She didn't want no date. She didn't want no date. She wanted that man. She wanted that stick, and that's what she got. And the arch was arching.
It was.
It was.
Now that was steam heat, honey. I don't know what Issa was doing before, but Tasha was putting it on. She was throwing that thing back.
Say never arch nothing. Issa ain't arched her back a foot. Issa missionary side lazy ass. She ain't doing that.
I said Tasha better throw it.
Tasha said, oh yeah.
Throw it.
You said what? She went. All right, let me show you what she been missing. Let me go on arch it. Hit it, but no, this ain't no love situation. This some get back. I ain't had none, and I don't know how long. Not like this anyway. Issa ain't circling up. Like that. Then she cheated. Girl, I don't even want to look you in your eyes. Turn that ass around. Let's go. And just for good measure, I'm gonna leave her with something. I'm gonna leave her with this Best Buy shirt. Okay. I love it. That's how you fuck it up. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to call. I've been thinking about you. It's hard out here. I miss you. Like, what you doing? It's like that was a whole setup. He have no intention of going home. Like, no, I'm mad. Let me get out here and be mad.
Are we finna get into it? Yeah, rightfully so. Okay.
Being because I'm now, was Lawrence at that strip club being cheap? Okay. Was he being cheap or was he having morals? Because if she said it was for the free, would he still have done it?
He would have,
or would his morals kicked in? Or was he just over there being a cheap ass?
He ain't got his first check yet, Kay.
Okay, so basically he was being broke. So he go over there to the that's the one that's going to accept him broke. That's going to accept him at Best Buy. That's going to accept him with $1 and a dream. He said, I ain't even going to bring you so much as Waffle House because I know they open. I'm bringing the D.
And she loved it. She gobbled it up.
That's the standard she set. Tasha set that own standard. She could have like, hold on. Like, I just wanted us to go out on a date and like just talk. Like, I'm not ready for this yet. I'm interested in you as a person. Clearly, she wasn't. She got what she wanted. Like, if you, what the hell? I'm a nigga. I ain't turning it down. What am I supposed to say? You know what? Let me take you out on a proper date. You tooting ass up. I'm gonna hit it. What you talking about?
Dom.
First of all, y'all stay on Lawrence's head. He not being cheap. He is. If somebody trying to sell me a PlayStation 2 for $200, but I can get a PlayStation 5 for free, I'm not being cheap. I'm going to get the PlayStation 5. That ain't cheap. That's just a smart. That's a smart man. That's a smart man. If $200 sound like, if it's $20 for lap dance, but $200 for you to do something strange for a little change, that's hell of a leap. I can go over here and get it for free, and Tasha look better. It ain't like it's comparable. Tasha look better, and Tasha put the arches in. Issa ain't arched an eyebrow, let alone toes and backs. So it's and y'all hating on my man. Talk about how it's out here we knocking him down. He not lying. There's a whole bunch of Mollies out here. It's a whole bunch of Mollies out here that will come and do a little dance, make a little love. We'll get down tonight and go back to work the next morning. Like it's especially when you talking about the bracket that we moving in. It ain't a lot of folks that look like us moving in the way that we move, especially at that point in time. So it's gonna be nice out here for Lawrence.
Why y'all trying to make it seem like it was just about the money though? If that was not a factor, I think Lawrence is like, what it's not. It wasn't just about paying for it. I'm still in a position. I've been in a committed relationship with the same woman, been faithful, good or bad, for 5 years. I still want a little bit of a connection. I don't know this stripper hoe. I might not even want her mouth on me like that. But who do I know who been on my face smiling with Crystal's hot sauce?
That's why I was trying to figure out, was it a money thing or was it his morals? Like if he had the money, but he still done it.
I don't think it was either. I think the money was a wake-up call because I think Lawrence kind of like what Tyra said, he just want to be liked. He want to be liked. He want to be appreciated right now. Yeah, and then the money part was like, it woke him up. Like, oh no, you don't like me.
For me.
Yeah, for me, you just like. So let me go over to somebody who at least gonna actually like me for me, at least in this moment.
Yeah, I think he came back there with the intention of she gonna. This is free because it's me. She like when she saw her. Come on, he like, no, I'm a stripper hoe. Where's the money? We're running the funds. $200 for time. Like, whoa.
If he had it, he would have did it. Let's be for real. He was hard up. He was grabbing that girl's behind. He was Lauren. Listen, if he ain't got his first check yet, that's the only reason.
Don't get them double D's over there. You just and Tasha had it all right.
Because he should have just went over to Tasha first. Why are you even at the strip club then?
Because she wasn't in the forefront of that mind. He wasn't thinking about her.
That's what I'm saying. He grieving. That man is grieving. He's in mourning.
Right?
Free was a factor. Issa would have had to Uber home. Molly's a better woman than me. Because no. Even though Issa apologizes in the car ride. Did she even apologize or she was rehearsing her apology to Lawrence?
Hey, girl, you my body goals. That's what she said.
Yeah. I don't know. This just seemed so shallow to me on Issa's end. I feel like Molly has always been the one to pick up the pieces and get Issa what she needs. and where she needs. And I just think this was another demonstration of it. She would have been on that Uber for them 3 hours from Malibu to LA or however long the drive is. Kay, would she have had the Uber, or was you gonna pull a Molly, steal the caddy, and drive her back to the dunes?
No, that would have sounded like a dummy mission. They should have told her he's not trying to talk. If he call you and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, ain't no conversations happening at that hour. He said it's not. I would have said you do what you have to do, because at the end of the day, it was a dummy mission anyway. Ain't nobody trying to talk at this hour. What did he say exactly? Did he say he wanted to talk to you? Tell me what he said. If I call him right now, will he say, "Can you bring Molly up here?" Because if he really wanted to see you, then he would actually came down here to see you.
That part. And I hope, why would he? What's his motivation? Dom? Would Issa have had the Uber, or would you have pulled a Molly and got her down to the dunes?
I just Molly a good friend, and my thing is this if I was Molly, I would have done it, but you would have got broken up twice tonight. Because I would have taken you. I would have taken you because I'm a good friend and I see you in need. So come on. But at the same time, that would have been the last time we talked for a while. Like I'd have dropped you off and then we wouldn't have hung out no time until you got your life together. But I'm gonna help you. Like you said, it's a crisis. I want you to get your man back. I don't wish no ill will on you. We go way back like 4 fats on a Cadillac. But at the same time, I gotta do me and I gotta do what's best for me. So I'm gonna drop you off first. Like I wouldn't have came back. Like we wouldn't have been hugged up on the couch. No, I wouldn't have came back. I would have went home and went to sleep. Like after I dropped you off, go deal with your man. I'm going home going to sleep because you'd made me drive 3 hours. Yeah. But and who, yeah, but they, like Kay said, that was a dummy mission. But because even if he did want to talk in like some drunken state, he was like, "Oh, well, you're not down the street. He's sleeping through." Even if he wasn't gonna leave, that man sleeping through. That's what I thought. I thought he was going when she got out, I thought he was gonna be sleep or something, or not really want. I don't know. I didn't think he was gonna be gone with just the Best Buy shirt with the calling card. That was. Boy, if I wasn't Lawrence Hyde before, y'all making it hard tonight because that man know how to leave. But that man know how to leave. But nah, yeah, we're not gonna be on this
a friend's birthday party for nothing.
Mm-hmm. She didn't care about Kelly. She didn't care about Kelly.
And I'm not tripping about that because y'all really didn't want me here no way. So that's fine.
Tyra, are you driving her down to the dunes? And in Issa's good mind, did she really believe he was going to be sitting there waiting for her? Ain't no way you thought he was going to be there. In my rational mind, I would have never thought he'd be there.
Yeah, like it's how often in the show has it not been about her? Has it not been about her? He's going to forgive me. Like I didn't mean to. I apologize. That's the same way you was just a scratch. You was just the itch I needed to scratch. Like just come. It's me. Like these are some honorary folks here. She legit thought that this man was going to be here. As far as taking her back, I probably would have took her as a friend. But that whole ride, we would have been going in like this is the last. This is it. I need you to readjust your thought process when it comes to me and you as a friend. I needed to not be so one-sided. It would have been a whole lecture on the way there. And no, I'm like, dumb. I wouldn't have came back to console. Like, I did I not console you enough? Like, no, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
That's where we at. Kay, did you really believe he was going to be there waiting for her?
To do what? At 1 o'clock to do what?
You said it was a dummy mission.
Exactly. To do what? Ain't nobody trying to talk at that hour. And first of all, he didn't tell her to come home. He just said she said, "I won't be there. You could go by the house." And he said, "Oh, okay." And they was like, "We should talk." He's like, "Okay, cool." He didn't say, "Come on to the house. So let's talk right now." He didn't say that.
She heard what she wanted to and crashed out, rightfully so, crying on this nasty couch. Like, ugh.
And I said it's been out. The homies done been on it. Thug Yoda and his homies, they've been sitting on it, drinking 40s and got Tres Locos and Four Locos, whatever it is. And she just devastated. Her feelings are so hurt. And I'm like, why are you crying now? Why are you crying now, Issa? You wasn't crying when you was slow motion riding that thing in the studio. You wasn't crying then when you was stalking his Facebook. You wasn't crying then, Issa. Dom, why she crying now? And I think we already know that the better friend is Molly. But why is Issa crying now?
Molly came back with wine.
No, I'm actually saying Molly is not the better friend. Molly is the only friend in this situation. Issa ain't no friend. Issa is not her friend. This is the op. Issa is the op. She is only out for her. She's a user. She's manipulative, and is not a. I'm not even 100% sure Issa's a good person. Because she don't even help the kids altruistically. She's just trying to do it for some self gratification. I'm not here for Issa. Well, I didn't like Issa on episode 1. I don't like Issa on episode 8. I'm not here for Issa. Molly deserves better friends. That's who Issa don't deserve is Molly. That's what Issa don't deserve.
That part. Kay, why is Issa sitting there crying like a maniac out on the street? So you couldn't cry in the house. You had to go out and cause a spectacle on this dirty couch on the street.
Because at this point, she is just a hot, pitiful mess because she ain't got nobody to be mad at but herself. Mm-hmm. That's the only way. Maybe that's what she deserved to cry on that dirty couch because she put herself in that predicament. They could have been at that. They could have still been on vacation, having fun at the pool, having drinks, and you came home to a Best Buy shirt.
Tyra.
I don't. She's just tragic. Like, I don't think Issa's intentionally trying to be a poor friend, but she's just so wrapped up in her own insecurities at this moment. What she doesn't have, her man, her lacking job. I'm hating this, and it's easy to get just consumed with what you have going on, and you're ignoring, the people around you. Like Molly is going through a whole heap of stuff, but it's just like, yeah, girl, your problems are not amounting to mine. Let's just talk about me and focus on me. There's no way in hell I would have came back with wine. Where'd she get wine from at that hour? She came back with wine. She probably ran home, grabbed wine. Like, girl, I'm here for you on this dusty Technoshot couch. That's a friend. That is a friend. Okay.
Yeah. Molly, a true one. Better than me. Because Issa would have been out there crying by her lonesome, y'all. But that's it. That's Insecure. Episodes 7 and 8. The finale. It's Dunners. It's a done deal. And I'm gonna give everyone the floor, of course. So stick around. There's still 70 some of you here in the chat. Kay, let the people know what you got going on because you got something going on like immediately, like very quickly.
Yes, y'all. It is Halloween season. Tomorrow, the 1st, we are having a Halloween kickoff. We're going to start the celebration off the right way. Virtual Halloween party, costumes, games, some trivia, some would you rather, a panelist of other content creators. We're going to have some fun tomorrow, y'all. And it's going to be a double dose of horror because we're going to go then we're going to switch gears, celebrate Halloween, hit that subscribe button. Y'all already know what it is. It's spooky season. I'm ready. I hope y'all are too.
Dom, what you got going on?
What's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna be there tomorrow. We're gonna have a good time. It's October, so we're gonna be talking about spooky movies, spooky TV shows. There's a lot of scary movies coming out this month, so we're gonna talk about them all. The Terrifier 3 gonna come, so we're gonna talk about that. It was gonna be probably another lackluster installment of that movie series, and yeah, we're gonna have a good old time.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, Tyra. Struggle Spectacular.
Lackluster.
Terrifier 2 wasn't that good. Terrifier 2.
Hey man. That man working on it. That man got $2. All right. It was amazing. Y'all already know. Go and run up my Welcome to the Dollhouse video. Please go and run up the video I just dropped this morning, recapping season 3, episode 2 of From. Also pull up tomorrow for us to discuss it live and get all into those good things. Like Kay said, we got some Halloween stuff coming. All of us are going to be there for that and support her. And be on the lookout for just a rearranging of the schedule. As you guys already know, this is the last of the Mohicans for Insecure. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thanks everyone for being here for Insecure on tonight. We appreciate you. Please make sure that you are subscribed to all these panelist channels. Make sure that you have the notification bells on and that you would do us a favor and just drop a comment beneath this video and let us know what you thought. We appreciate you being here and I hope you guys have the most amazing week. Thank you and have a great one.
Blow. It came out of nowhere. Because first I thought we were having a good time.
Wait, whose idea was it to go with the flow?
It was mutual. Okay, babe.